This book's ready. Yikes. Oh. All right, you guys. Very interesting. Hi. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Just a few updates, okay? All right. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, you guys. Yeah, something happened with my network interface card. So, Apple actually doesn't know how to fix it because they broke it because there was something going on with AirDrop where I had a screenshot of my phone that I showed you, and AirDrop, my computer popped up like 3 times because somebody partitioned my network card illegally. So remember, Apple's currently under investigation for a bunch of Black and brown children going missing, and they claim that they have no idea how somebody got into their iPhone um, to start that. Right. So, right. Remember, that's what happens when you fucking your family and like there's a big ass explosion now around you. Oh, yeah, I didn't know people were gonna like come looking for these kids. They've been looking for them for months. Also, too, that's okay. They're finding a lot of those kids and a lot of shit is going on. Somebody found out that their contract is getting moved because they're starting drama. Okay, okay. Finding free teams and green teams. So, it was a good day yesterday. Man, you're scoring out here. Yeah, somebody scored. Good job. All right. Okay. And there's now something going on with the whole network. Okay, I see. It's a good thing. It's good that people are seeing this. You can see what they've been like doing the entire time at Apple because they're really getting hit hella badly. It's okay. I'm gonna take this to diagnostics, and then I'm gonna get their report, and then I'm gonna take it to the MacBook store, and then use that for the Justice Initiative, which is going very well, you guys. A lot of people are happy about it. I wanted to say shout out to this high priest. Um, Deputy Jones. He gave me a cell phone number and he said, if you have a problem with anybody playing with you, call me. Because I told him about that security system that Steph and Aisha are helping to fund, and a lot more other people like can put money in it. And then there's a group of people, they're actually like a part of an indigenous group near Tibet. And he found out about this and their whole community, it's kind of small, but they found out about this, that they can now make this app and they're about to make their own because their people were getting harassed really badly over product and that eucalyptus nonsense. So yesterday, Bart had a career fair and I went, you guys, just to make sure that you guys were getting access to resources and things like that. Richmond Youth Works is like the main thing that I wanted to tell you, and then Cypress Mandela to get your job training, okay? They're going to be looking for a bunch of electrical engineers, and something's going to completely break with that fucking elevator. And they need people who are in the Akasha for Swizzer, so you guys can go ahead and redesign the circuit gates and what that looks like for the elevator going up and down. So thank you so much, Mr. Jones, because I was talking to him about Matt Haney needing security clearance because he's getting set the fuck up because he keeps on playing on people's phone. And he said, yeah, there's a bunch of white men. Yeah, I heard all about that. That he has security clearance. Yeah, Matt Haney, he has a security guard that follows him around because he was starting all the shit on everyone's phone. And he got Tiki put in jail and some more murders. Yeah, so that nigga popped up yesterday to an event. And yeah, for sure, he found out people don't fuck with him. People know what he was doing. Why are you here? And people looking at him hella sideways. Oh, you got security now? Yeah, because you're playing. Because they want to go play. Remember, when you're surrounding yourself with the black community, right? Like, oh, I'm hood, I'm this and that. We worked in the prisons and da 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 da. And now you need security guard because you were playing in Stefan Aisha's phone. You were playing in DJ Mustard's phone. You were playing in Kendrick Lamar's phone. You were playing in Burner's phone. You started this big ass thing with cannabis robberies. I would need security too if I was starting that much shit. That nigga has a security guard that follows him everywhere. Yeah, playing with my twin. That's about to stop. Why are you spending state dollars on that? Well, we can stop that. Yeah, one of the high priests in the Republican Party, we can stop that instantly. Why do you need this? And they went to go look at the application because you have to request it. And what he put on file, the security guard just looked at me. I just looked him dead in his face. And it's Black History Month, and you came to play. Yeah, he's black too, just to like start something like, just in case he might become an iguana. Like you never know, just drama. But I just want to let you guys know that. Ooh, that's confirmation because motherfuckers are starting the unthinkable. People were going missing for clinical trial testing. You're playing with people's phone with Pegasus. You're lighting up the hood. You're putting a fake restraining order documents playing with me so I can't get weapons to defend myself against nonsense and you're starting legally. You're done for. People don't want to hear about it. You're playing with network interface cards and like Apple's like scrambling because it's sending triggers to the company and the feds are watching the TSMC company. Motherfuckers going missing left and right. Countries like reports and reports and reports. People getting clapped out and smacked out. Yeah, I ran into somebody yesterday in the Spanish community there. He said, I'm just not involved. He was like actually like getting really, I just want to let you, I'm not involved, Daisy. I'm not involved because something's really going left. Like anybody's family that's in proximity to him, especially after John Jacobo, all bad. Yeah, Matt Haney, his best friend, John Jacobo, it's in the media. He raped like four women and it has something to do with land rights in Spanish America. Yeah, it's in the news. It's in the news. Yeah, because they're playing too much and he had something to do with that playing. Yeah, Nigerian agencies seek death penalty for selling counterfeit medicine. It's in Reuters. Yeah, because of what the Asians did and Matt Haney them did switching stuff out supply, and they heard about that epidural warfare. That's enough. Because somebody was watching that maternal child health. You guys are doing what? That's too much. Yeah. Disney worker downloaded an AI tool that ended up destroying his life. I didn't download an AI tool. I was playing in like white supremacist chat groups and we were hacking and stalking and harassing people. So I got fired. Then I tried to blame a black man and said that, oh, he was working with Daisy and Matt at the computer. And that's how we found child stuff. And a bunch of they're just getting cataloged to snatch their kids because they stole my octopus. That's what happened here. They used his login credentials to steal crucial data from Disney. Vanessa White promoted to third ranking executive at NASA. Okay, so let's see what she does. Because I'm going to contact her about this. Like, I was playing with Spectrum bands and starting this and that. So they gave her a promotion just to show you guys if you don't do your job, let's see. Because I know her and the feds, we were talking about it. Like, okay, let's contact Vanessa White. So she got a promotion. So let's see if she handles her business or she's going to get fired. So we recommended her for the promotion. I'm going to let her know that because we've been working. Kamala, well, I have to do my job. This is a real one. Ka. Sorry, I know it's like weird, the orientation. I don't know how to stop that in Zoom. It's like something with the camera. It's like, I don't know. There's something with real and virtual images and like something with like the code on the camera to be able to keep up screen share illegally. So I don't know. But Ka playing in Ka, yeah, I told you guys you can get your body and then walk out and move. So we recommended her for the promotion. I'm gonna let her. Okay, good. So Jessica Biel Warfare. Ooh, chemicals. Doing too much. Why are you next to me? Yeah, whoa. Top OnlyFans. Let me see. I think her name is Veronica Mars. It's a transgender. She was playing with Jessica Biel. Is it Veronica Mars or something Mars? Or just something Mars? Ooh, fuck. I need to find this. Yeah, I think it's like Veronica Mars or something. It's like a transgender that she doesn't look like Jessica Biel. They transformed her. And if you see her face and you see Jessica Biel, you're gonna get hella mad. This is like high level witchcraft that they're playing with. Let me see. She was like in LA. I have the screenshots, but it's like LA. Is it LA Weekly? It's like top OnlyFans, LA Weekly. That's how they've been playing with Justin Bieber the entire time. Sorry, not Justin Bieber, playing with uh, um, Justin Timberlake. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, he's getting arrested. He's getting DUIs and stuff like that because they were playing like that and like trying to do clinical trial testing on Jessica Biel because non-white. Some of you guys need to see what she looks like. This that started hella shit. Some of you guys remember that. I'm gonna just pull up the video. Jessica Biel, it's actually like Jessica Biel. I think her face is on the cover, or it's like her name is in the title, Jessica Biel. They started hella shit with that in LA. Wow. And what do you mean you did this after I had a baby? Umbilical cord wars. So top OnlyFans, because there was something that, and then there's something with Matt Haney's name swirling with that. And they really made sure to like run it home. So yeah, it's like some like thing that they put on here. Right. So yeah, that's what he did. He was playing other games. So also too, I got some like stuff for the community, but I wanted to say that the evictions of the Carmens are happening in mass. So I guys, this is like they looked at computer chair, computer screen, and like expensive like mouses and stuff all outside. Because somebody got arrested in Berkeley and they evicted him after just threw his stuff out. And it's like, yeah, they're on their ass. People need to see this, and there's something I need to explain for the last time. So I came on here and I was talking about whites rewriting books, starting shit, um, telling half, quarter, 10% stories to rally up white supremacist groups. And there was one dangerous story that they were spreading around regarding Black people stole this and that from whites. It's a book that Octavia Butler wrote, and it's called Fledgling. I think some of you guys need to read the book. The first couple of chapters, like you understand what's going on. Octavia Butler's in the doo because of that. It's very unfortunate. I read a lot of her books. Kindred I read in one day. So um Fledgling, I can't agree with that, but they also rewrote that book. They changed the people in the book too. So there's something wrong with that that they are trying to dismantle too, because with the symbiont they get stronger. It's a book fledgling. It's Shuri. She's like a little 12-year-old vampire, but she's thousands of years old. And she's a black vampire. And she can go in the sun and play and go to the mall and stuff like that. People don't really know. Yeah, and her whole family, they did like a genetic experiment. She's black. So, because she can go in the sun, and there's something with sucking fucking your family wanting to stop that. So it's in the book, and a bunch of children disappeared around that time because of that story with Shuri. They stole her spiritual powers. And it's like, oh, how do I like eat and feed symbionts? I eat off them, but they become more powerful spiritually. And whites went to go take that book. They rewrote that book. Then they flooded the entire market and told them to take off the old Octavia Butler book for fledgling. They took the original manuscripts, they burned them, etc. The feds found it. Okay, because you know Octavia Butler, she did good sci-fi. I'm not gonna even like knock that. She did great sci-fi. I have to give her credit where it's due. But that's gonna come up with Mr. Redpath himself because white people are trying to like make it seem as if Octavia Butler wasn't like showing them like these are the realities that you were basically insinuating spiritually. So you know, and Morrison was really good at too. Hers was a little bit more subtle though. But the way that it landed on you, it's like you forever would see how it weaved through like bloodlines in the American South. So there's a really good book, like The Warmth of Other Suns. It talks about how a lot of African American families that are in like Chicago, New York, the West Coast, they all came from the South. And it's because of lynching and chaos and wheat and patty cake and hoes playing games with the Native American community and bringing whites. And we're doing that now. So some of you guys need to know that history and context of some of these books I'm mentioning, right? Like, oh, okay. And then Octavia Butler, right? So one of the other books that they played with, or like one of the other things that they did with that, like, oh, they stole our spiritual powers, they changed the races of the people in there. Because oh, I only feed off other blacks and they have to be a certain darkness. And then it's like an agreement and shit like that. Yeah, you need to read that book. Shuri, they kidnapped a lot of little black girls because of that. Like, you stole my spiritual powers. Big sloppy incest would starting shit like that and rewriting the book. And then playing with Philip K. Dick, who was a schizophrenic. And some people don't know that the way that the feds have been catching people for fucking years is Philip K. Dick, because he's a schizophrenic writing nonsense. Scanner Darkly, garbage. So, right. So when you read good sci-fi, you become a connoisseur of sci-fi. So, like that's what I'm telling you. Like the best horror stories are like the Japanese horror stories. There was like a super dope book. Somebody has it. And yeah, they do. They read their books from like right to left, not like left to right. So it's like something with that, like orientation, but it doesn't really like change much. But there's like one and it has like a man's face on it. Like and like he's like in a tuxedo and something. There's like a couple covers, but it's like 13 like horror stories from Japan. And one of them is like the story of a guy he's playing with the camera and telescope and he like sees a beautiful, beautiful woman and he's like, what the fuck? And he like loses her face and he loses his mind. But then he finds her face and it's like an advertisement. He goes all throughout Japan hunting for this woman. Like it's like a crazy ass like horror story. You know, it's just like one of them for you to identify the book, but they do have the best horror stories because they're very mental. It's like not really gore. It's like mental. Like, wait, what the fuck? How did I get my hair cut in Kyoto? What prefecture? You're yokai and what? Yeah. In the middle of the night you did, huh? Yeah. So there's that. And then I keep on finding renting. So I found this yesterday, but I'm doing like a class on CSS, which I think it's like perfect. Because I was like, how am I gonna like orient myself to like this? So there's like something that like you guys remember I told you your business is in Quran. And if you really need support, like you'll find what you need. So I'm gonna show this to people so they can embarrass themselves. But I found this sticker by numbers under the sea. Yeah, and I got one for my friend, her baby. Um, so this is actually pretty dope because like, okay, this is like somebody's business for a crystallography. Okay, yeah, I can kind of do something like that. And then you already know how to make tuples and lists. Yay! And then like now you go into the realm of CSS, like, okay, this is how I would code that out. Like, I could say triangle shape. You can even like make it ahead of time, then convert it and like name it as a code block. And then say, you know, when you're like naming classes like or objects, like, oh, triangles, sets of triangles, awkward triangles, um, crystal junctions, things like that. So this is how like this can help you to be able to like do that. And I glad that I found this on the heels of all white women getting men and women getting kicked out of medicine because this is what confirmation we're moving forward. And then I found a few other books. I keep on finding green tings and mean tings. I found like this dope ass like organizer. It was just there, and it was a green ting because it was in a green box. It's the color of the box. I just took that. My phone died like right as I was getting home, so I was like, oh no. So you guys know that they follow me on traffic cam, so they saw that. And there was something with a really dope toaster oven, but I felt like people wouldn't want me donating that. I just didn't want people like, you know, only using the microwave. I wanted to donate a toaster oven, but whatever. So yeah, it's like gone. Somebody took it and they're scrapping it, like looking for parts, but this is so dope. Yeah, and then the colors too. Yeah, for the URD bioinformatics, yeah, for like the imaging. Because it can go beyond just like the folding and tertiary structure. Like there's three other ways that you can like envision it. I'm doing one. A spiral is one. So yeah, and look as I crack open the deck in the seahorse, and it's a spiral at his tail. And this got somebody killed in Ethiopia. That the seahorse, the male, he has the baby. Let me see. Why are you hiding this? What are you doing? Why do you want illiteracy? Yeah, I started a big ass fight. Somebody just realized, oh, I should be reading a book. Why am I playing here? If I had books, then I wouldn't be playing. Why are you building this? Yeah. So I found this. Yeah, he's not getting any clout, but I found okay. I found a dictionary of communicable diseases. Ooh, okay, dope. Just as we were talking about like people can't shit and sepsis warfare, this can even oh wow. I just went to page 155. It was right there and it says diarrhea. How did it be caused and different pathogens that cause it? This is so dope. Breast milk. Be careful with making these type of books because look, it says I just flipped to this page, 186, and it says Kuru, mad cow disease from eating human meat. Ooh, it says Kuru was transmitted by traditional burial practices involving inmate contact with infected tissues. And then it says 818, ICD code 818. That's pretty dope too. ICD codes. Oh, that's pretty dope. Yeah, for billing and stuff like that. Like, okay, so we can track what's going to be coming into the hospital, and then we can like set up our budgets ahead of time. So you guys are going to be watching. Like, okay, well, we're going to have to like put certain stipulations on certain billing codes for certain communicable diseases, so that way that we know that we're trying to like do contract tracing and public health properly, and not just like automatically like approving those claims. No, because some people are bringing it to themselves and they're getting hit with Chiang. So that's their business. So it says neonatal meningitis, and the ICD code is P37. They develop lethargy, seizures, apneic episodes, poor feeding. I can't wait to get my clinical certificate. That's all I need. I'm a doctor now. That's what these souls went to go do, and they empty the hospital in morgues and body bags. So, oh, this is so funny. I'm not gonna even show that. I found a book and it's like ancient maps of Japan. Thank you, Uncle Jeff. Only the family, Uncle Jeff. Oh my God, super dope. And it has like about like different parks and stuff like that. No one's getting this. Super dope. Yeah, so now I can now, now, now since you wanted to play with drama, and yokai is by prefecture. So for people that in Nigeria, like, what do you mean yokai? It's like you know how they have like they're in Jokuji or that one's in Ekwensu or they have like certain names for entities and demons like I don't know if you have things like that or Magudugi. Like it's like a hoe that doesn't know niggas shouldn't be like reproducing with her. They were doing that in Japan. They have databases of them. It's like they draw them and stuff like that. It's a very royal practice. This is how they created Pokemon because they went into somebody's house and stole those books. They were saying that the yokai is based off of like what hood you're from. And they were playing in people's community like that. Like, oh, this acquaintance was from Anambra. Why? Just because you don't want to give me this herb. That's how they started that. And they just redid that recently. So now I can come with foolishness and mess and let me get them playing your prefecture. And let's expose who went to go get their hair cut in Kyoto because they built a rail. They have a rail and they have like a boat that goes in a bus. If somebody got caught with like some like type of like Aki type group, but it's not. They weren't doing Aki activities. They were doing like more like ratchet shit. So okay, why are you bringing this up? Yeah, it's because somebody got cut off SSI. So also too keep on finding green things, right? Just look up your warfare. I think her name is like Veronica Mars. Veronica Mars or Vivica Mars or something like that, but the last name is Mars. Natalie Mars. Ooh. Uh-uh. Yeah, somebody went to go look and saw all the photos are blurred. Yeah, there's one who she looks just like Jessica Biel, and they shouldn't have started that. It started like too much drama. Too much drama. I was like, you said what? Ooh, oh, yeah. Ooh, here we go. Wow, that's really out of fucking control. Get me up out of here. Mm-mm. Don't worry, I'll be making dua later. It's just too much. I don't want to see it from anybody. Yeah, and it's not that she necessarily like looks just like Jessica Biel. It's like the photo that they put up that was hella out of control, and it started a lot of shit. Jessica Biel. Somebody went to go look at her face. I see. Yeah, non-white, and she doesn't fuck in her family, right? So that's how this started wars. Somebody knows exactly what they were doing playing with this. Oh, let me just show Africa. What do you? Oh, that's what they're playing with her Daisy for. Well, not 313. Hmm. Whoa, yeah, they're playing in the hospital after she had her baby. Playing. Um. Okay, I see. Yeah, it was one that was just so out of control. Wow, why is that on my fucking screen? Yeah, so that's one of the ones that she looked like Jessica Biel a little bit. It started hella shit. It was on my YouTube, and that's how a lot of the celebrities came here to come find out about mess. So I just want to let you guys know that that made it around because the stalking, harassment, and playing games with chemicals. Also, to you guys, I keep on finding rentings. I found a Quran. This is a gift for somebody. It's in Spanish. Yeah, and the deals that are being made, and it's confirmation for somebody. Something I'm not going to talk about, but somebody just confirmed something. I'm gonna do so, huh? Magic in space, coriander. Mm, thank you for whoever did this. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's gonna be for the community. Somebody's gonna get this as a gift. I want to give something to the kids, but I don't want people like going on their website and like trying to stop what they're like building. So I found something really dope for the kids. I'm gonna bring it up later. Okay. Yeah, a dictionary of communicable diseases. This is so dope. It tells you incubation period, susceptibility, methods of control, mode of transmission. I can't wait. Let's see what's on page 37 because Martha's here. Whoa, it says wow, chikungunya virus disease. On all young fever. Young fever. A viral disease signified by arthritis in the wrist, knee, and ankle. Okay, cool. And small joints of the extremities was last days to months. Hmm. The onset of arthritis is followed in 1 to 10 days. Whoa, shit, this is like deep. Somebody's playing with injections. Okay, well, she can keep on going. Whatever this is. Yeah, it said going in a certain river is going to bring it. Yeah, why are you going in the water then? Okay, well, yeah, I don't think that that's like a disease. I think that that's spellware. So, it's you. Now it's you. Now you're going to get hit with prefecture trauma. And then they went to go play with the feds. Okay, this can work. Also, too, I found this too for the community. It's called American Indian Myths and Legends. And I think it's perfect. Yeah, because we're going to talk about a bunch of stories. Wow, this is perfect. This is beautiful. I love this. You know why? Because remember I was talking about like the Mayan Popol Vuh? and like Georgian societies, right? And like in these Georgian societies, when you say a Georgian society, like the state of Georgia, not the country, because somebody went to go like upload all of Serbia, like, oh look, they're gonna get exposed. It Georgia's a state. You know that because you're playing on my computer. So yeah, she once lived here in Georgia. She's talking about America. She was here. She was here. So Georgia, it's bigger than what you like know. It once was like a sprawling area, and they split up Georgia into a few places. Georgia is actually like an indigenous like word. It's like a Georgian, like it's like Georgian, or I'm going to Georgia. Like I'm looking for like a certain thing, so I'm going to this place, right? So it's like the land of like a specific. It's like the land of a fire gold, aka cinnamon. So you guys are playing with different like black folks. You don't know that that's like their crop. Like we brought this down here, and somebody saw my skin the other day, and now they understand something in Nigeria with cinnamon and crops, and like, oh, okay. And then it does something for your skin. Oh, ooh, interesting. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Eat your beauty. So they have the Mayan, the Georgian religions, like different groups that would play. One of the things that they would do was get people like a female, like, oh, we're gonna celebrate you. Yep, you're hella cute. You're bad as fuck. Yeah, I would love to fuck. And then at the end of the year, they kill her, and then they feed her to people, and like they do certain things, and like holes get set up and all of that. And then, yeah, my sister when she was going to school, there she had like this anthropology book, and she would like tell us different stories from it. But it was like an African culture. They would get a bunch of boys and a bunch of girls, and they would tell them to go into like this like contraption and go have sex, and the contraption would like fall on them. Yeah, and like break their bodies, like, and they would capture people like that and get rid of whole villages. So, I've been reading these wild like activities, like, whoa, this is very interesting. So I've been like seeing this. Mm, great medicine makes a beautiful country. Yeah, the medicine. Yeah, like you're stopping our medicine. It's like a thing that they talk about in like different indigenous like cultures. Like you're stopping the medicine from flowing. Like there's people that are medicine, and they're trying to stop the medicine from flowing. And look at our community is sick. So it's no wonder in a community who's medicine and who's a poison, right? And I don't think that it's a coincidence that this stuff is happening. I think you need to figure out like what you're doing, because you're like really a problem, okay? And you're making people sick, and you're starting too much shit, okay? So we're gonna come down here and read some like books. They have this one, The Children of the Sun. Mhm. It's so funny. Sometimes they're talking about like the way that they talk in tongues and things like that. It's like read between the lines. Yeah, thank you. We'll have them charged. It's like you have to like read deeper. So it says here, children of the sun from the Osegi. Way beyond the earth, a part of the Osegi lived in the sky. They wanted to know where they were from, so they went to the sun. He told them that they were his children. Then they wandered still further and came to the moon. She told them that she gave birth to them and that the sun was their father. They obeyed but found the earth covered with water. They could not return to their home in the sky, so they wept and called out, but no answer came from anywhere. They floated about in the air, seeking in every direction for help from some god, but they found none. The animals were with them, and of those the elk inspired all creatures with confidence because he was the finest and most stately. The Osage appealed to the elk for help, and he dropped into the water and began to sink. Then he called to the winds, and they came from all quarters and blew until the waters went upward in the mist. And also, too, there's something that they're talking about here with like when your child is born, it's like a when the baby is born, like identifying like their zodiac, like, oh, because it's something that they did with this planet. So this is like what their denomination is going to be within this database. Like, oh, okay, thank you. So there's some of that like used to happen too, and a lot of that doesn't need to happen. A lot of that's going to happen like within close corners, like deciphering a lot of that and identifying a lot of those stories and finding space in between. And like some of them are even talking about different like divination patterns and crop circles and when certain things should be planted and things like that, right? So I think that this was like really powerful. Thank you. I'm happy I found this. just finding different books. And then I found another book, and it was like words, poems, and one-liners. And I gave it to like an elderly woman that I know. And it's like, oh, like different, like it's like, oh, forgiveness, friendship, love, children, happiness, career, and it's like different quotes and like one words and like things like that for you to digest. I thought it was really cute and like organized for her as a senior to have something like that. So I gave her the book, but I wanted to show it to you guys. Yeah, somebody's like on it. Yay! So good to help organize your thoughts. Yeah, and then you can like say that this triangle is going to be this color, or if it's these triangles, right, for these specific strings of AAA, TTT, GGG, or whatever, then it's going to be this class and then these objects that it pulls on, right? For those of you guys playing with different languages and doing different things, and somebody's finding out like there's something that they're doing with JavaScript and in Minecraft and playing with something like this, and it's like for GPU and some type of like crypto mining too. So I was just wanted to put that out there. It was like your business is in Quran. So let's keep on going, you guys. You know, our Bible family, they now notice like, oh, when she's also talking about Quran, she's talking about the Bible. So please don't start anti-Semitic things here. Start green things. Okay, I keep on getting green things. So thank you so much for the person that even made this. I'm gonna go ahead and bless you. And thank you so much. I don't want to cry, but yeah, thank you so much for the vegan cooks that were there last night. I'm gonna make sure that High Priest gets what he deserves. There was a conversation happening earlier about people losing supply because I just wasn't getting my cut. We helped someone stack like a vegan it's a certain type of like crop for vegan donuts, and I wasn't getting my cut. Every time I was going there, somebody was coming ahead of time and buying all the donuts. I'm wondering if it was on purpose. You know, it's a certain type. They only make it on the weekends. I wasn't getting my cut, so they're getting cut for supply. And then we found another group. They're making strawberry shortcake, even vegan banana pudding. I shouldn't have said that. He's gonna get blessings. And then I got a reminder. Thank you, Amanda. She gave me something. And then I saw like one of her ex-boyfriends, he was like serving food. I was like, oh, I don't want to talk to him about Amanda, but he would hate to hear that this is like going on. Yeah, they were like dating when she passed away. It's like serving food and stuff. So, oh, Prince and Amanda Green, Green Tings. That's her, Prince White and Amanda Green. She passed away because they were putting Desiree and them were putting period blood and everything, and they were playing with magic and because of something with turbinado sugar in Brazil. And he was at the event last night serving food, and it was so funny. I came to this page, and it's green, just page 13. It's just that it's just that it's green. It's pretty dope. And then also too, this is where you guys get to have fun with colors. Like, oh, I can like layer different colors on. Ooh, so if it's like this string, you guys know what? I'm doing this as like a class. That's why I'm doing the CSS and the UI UX because I'm gonna do this as a class for you guys. Yeah, this is gonna be like the new URD, like how to make your own URD, make your own like lists and things like that. That's how it should be. Like, oh, you're from my federation or you're from my hood. I want you to do this. I don't really know her like that to be sending my data off to some weird bitch and she's playing with Kamala Harris with her hood host. Okay, yeah, so I want you to do this. Yeah, so I want to teach you guys how to do that. Look at some of these images in these. Some of you guys get this for your kids. It's very therapeutic. Yeah, that's very complex. Yeah, and it can really help you. Like, no, let me put this here and that one here. And then also too, some of you guys like want to like use the shape. I'm using the spiral. So she's gonna teach me how to like do this and this and this and that. Ooh, yeah, your business is in Quran. Okay, so that's what we have for today, you guys. So let's see here. Yeah. Oh, AirDrop is not working on my phone or computer. For the feds, on the heels of all that with Shuri and That's So Raven and a bunch of little girls going missing, and people just start realizing that's what the fuck you were doing the entire time playing with foster care early on, and little kids that they're finding left and right. Thank you, Uncle Jeff. All of them. So, this one is the 1989. They had several of these. Just want to show the cover. World's Best Sci-Fi. Yeah, World's Best Sci-Fi. They have it annually. The year's best sci-fi. So it's a book that they put together, the best sci-fi. Okay, and white supremacists playing games with people's kids. And then I found like a near Clunkla book. These type of books that they write about their kids. Pathological demand avoidance syndrome. They like make up shit like that, like a pathological eye contact syndrome, like shit like that. They play with their kids. So after they're putting their kids in the bedroom and playing with chemicals and Patrick Ojo, they're making books like this. So my twin, yeah, he sent me this book, What to Expect. Yeah, I found one and then I donated it, and then he was reminding me like again to do something, and it's just like eating a certain crop. Okay, if I say you're coming. You just said it's not gonna hurt. It's gonna be quick and easy. Okay, if I say he's on his way. My baby. Yeah, first year to have a baby. So somebody needed to see that and get that book too. What to expect. Motherfuckers with Utah license plates coming to play with Castle. 137 1KO. 1KD. I'm playing with my birthday again with this Ethiopian lady named Iji that's like exploding the community. I'm playing in Ethiopia. Okay, good. The police at next door again. Why are you telling people that the police are here every day? Yeah. Read between the lines. Literally. Once in the morning, twice at night when they do their rounds. Because arrest orders and warrants. And mandates that everyone has to step into work and come back to work because they're looking for people. No more work from home. Or we can't pay you. Yeah, they're gonna start that. Also, somebody parking out in front of my house with this 144 bullshit. And then in the car is a Bible. Like, oh, yeah, we stole that and we did this and that. I'm sorry, you were so fucking stupid. That's another thing Matt Haney and them were doing. They were sneaking into the homes of Black and brown families in the American South to get the names of their original families that fought all these different like race riots to harass them again because they came out with the story about continuous harassment using Nation Islam and Latifah Simon and London Breed and other hoes. Okay, you guys, yeah, I got some toys for the kids, but I don't want people like starting shit. Also, too, I found this wicked card game, wicked card game. I'm gonna bring it out like later, not yet, not yet. Mr. Red Path told me not yet because what's in it is actually very like out of control, and children shouldn't be getting it, and it's explosive through a cyborg yet. So we're gonna handle something behind the scenes with the feds. Somebody wants to start wars. This is specific to Fillmore, San Francisco. Somebody wants to go play games, and it says Pat 370. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm not gonna say shit about that. Yeah, no one cares about that. Family cuts a father out of a land inheritance because of tech skills, forcing his child to expose their scheme and seek legal help because they couldn't code. Yeah, that's the tech skill they're talking about. They couldn't code, so they got cut out of a deal for land because they found out who was stealing from the family and playing. Huntington Park, City Hall. Huntington Park, the mayor had his home raided. And it has something to do with this Veronica Mars nonsense or Natalie Mars. I said, I'm going to make do. So let's continue, guys. Disney Park, the mayor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because also too, they were using like the ratchet Spanish to harass like the non-whites, and they're not playing at all. Woo, yeah, Karina Macias playing with Martha. I told you they're not playing at all with this bullshit that they started. How many times have you guys seen this? Okay, they're really not playing. Yeah, city council members, mayors, all kinds of stuff. They're not playing. Okay, you guys really got caught. They got caught. Yeah, they were starting the unthinkable, playing with messy, sloppy, goofy bullshit. And you're shaped like that, playing with Martha, playing in my ear, talking about building businesses and starting shit with people's kids. This one is cool from 12-year-olds. And then you guys saw that mass killing in Mexico. Mm. Yeah, and if you guys are not careful, Shanquella Robinson's gonna come back up again. Yeah, Trump. Yeah. Yeah, they're not playing at all. I just wanted to show you guys this, Martha. It's about too the fact that Daisy hasn't been settled out of court. So we're gonna keep on hitting people until you go ahead and you send her that check. You can do the direct deposit, that's fine. Yeah, and there's something that you can do if you're expecting a settlement and stuff like that. You just show them the paperwork and they open you a bank account. And she went to go play with my bank account, and that's nothing. Like, okay, well, they won't be able to do this and I have a bank account. What are you doing? Thank you. Please also too for the feds dismantle that bank credit system. Oh, let's see who's like maybe creating accounts that could be fraudulent. It's so they can play in different financial systems that have like loose policies. Yeah, they're hella fucking disgusting trying that. Ooh, it says right here breast cancer diagnoses and deaths expected to surge. Yeah, because somebody put this in the news. Why? Because they're tapping the phone to white women, and Daisy, we're watching this. Yeah, they're hell of afraid because they're getting hit with magic because they're starting shit. You can't get covered with insurance. That's it, Daisy. Anybody involved in this, you're done. You're done. That ICD-10 code thing, that's very serious. I'm skilled in that. I've made different databases for billing codes and things like that. Like, so that's how I know about ICD-10, HSBC, ABC code, all of that. That's done for. Oh, wow. That's what they call Martha. Hmm. Yeah, also too, some of you guys got put into an Akasha to own billing. Like you get denied for this. And that's how hell people are finding out that we keep on getting denied billing for this 5250 mental health jail fuckery. Oh, okay, wow. Ooh. Because you guys are playing with war. You're playing with beautiful small children. What the hell's wrong with you? Apple is saying that they're going to do a $500 billion investment plan. Okay, make sure that doesn't involve you playing in my fucking computer with pedophiles. Because Tim Cook, I'm telling you, you can get set the fuck up and you can get dropped like a bag of bricks too. If you think that nigga Mahaney has a problem, you have a bigger problem playing in people's computer. And that's the next thing that I'm going to show the officers that are here. They have to watch all my videos because I feel threatened. Good. So come in here and see this. Why are you doing that? Why are you telling people that? What is this crash report from Apple where they're using uh 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 that's nothing. This is not what you need to hack someone's computer. It's a serial number. That's nothing. A lot of the UI ID you can find if you know something about IT and computer science and playing the terminal. And that's how somebody got caught is something with the serial number. And then even beyond that is something in Apple that you need to further unlock specific access to files and this and that playing in my computer. So they basically are showing people that they were trying to disconnect Daisy from the internet as a whole to harass her. And then this nigga's complaining that he needs security clearance. That's what I'm saying. That clearance is going to get canceled because it's a waste of money and he knows what he's doing. You shouldn't be able to get clearance if you're the one invoking it. That's white supremacy. So whatever you need to rewrite with that self-defense bill, that's what you need to like get involved to. Because people sent that security team after him. I'm telling you, that nigga was playing hella games. People sent that security team after him. That's not a joke, and they're really recruiting. Thank you, Mr. Douglas. I'm gonna go ahead and text him like, "Hi, I just want to let you know about this and that," and I'm gonna connect him with Andre Todd, and then I'm gonna put him with Mr. Jim Cooper. He used to be the Sacramento sheriff. He's on the assembly. I'm gonna connect them so that Mr. Cooper can get pulled into their group to find out about this and this and that. Yeah, like, okay, a bunch of black people organizing this. That's a good thing. Yeah, we should have our own. Okay, they're giving credits for people that work in social workers dealing with certain cases. Martha. Okay, perfect. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. There's a bunch of like overtime that we need to like pay back to the state anyway, so we can do it to get recertified. It's only few people that got that. Yeah, we had to, because that's how we had to move money out for this and this and that. So I had to like put overtime on the clock and do this and that. So that's how you guys are gonna clean that up and get out of that. Only a few people, Ilanos, Celebrity, a few people are eligible for that. Han, a few people are eligible for that. Okay, and then you put in hours on the security system, like doing booking and things like that. Let that be the thing to make America great again and start pulling that money back. And then I'm going to give like four different systems. I'm going to give four tactical systems for handling like high intensity warfare, handling a lot of moving parts, and then handling something with like it's like how to handle like okay the police, and then people need cultural beatings, and then the village is involved and they have to start stuff. Okay, yeah, it's like a thing that goes on in Nigeria all the time. So that's a system that I'm gonna go ahead and like institute for you guys. Hold on, I have a tool that can like really help us do that. Let me show you. Okay, so all right, now your business isn't going around. Somebody found it. That's all she needed to help her organize her thoughts and things like that. Good, very good. So I have this like tool. I found this tool. We have this tool to help us like organize certain things, right? So we had the Brother Asuko system. We got the Asuko system, right? So the way that Asuko system, Asuko means like brother warrior. And this is how the system was working. So in the middle, right? Um, we have the middle, which is the issue. Then we had the outer ring, which is the people that need to clean up. Then on the outer ring, we had the big brothers, big sisters that were already working, handling business, right? Then on the outskirts, we have the top guns. These are the people that will drop like 300 million to fund like a program, or they will empty out like an entire platoon to go handle somebody. They're on the outskirts. This is still a circle, okay? So this, when these people are working the high intensity, I'm just gonna put HI, high intensity. When they're working, they're resting, and then they're carrying the slack, right? The people that need to do cleanup. I'm just gonna put clean up right here. So then when they need to go rest, the high intensity, this brother and Asuko, they step in. They're like medium intensity. Okay, they step in to like make sure that they rest and then continue to facilitate the actions that the cleanup crew needs to handle. So then the cleanup crew, they keep on going. What rest? You started this. So people from the cleanup group that they've showed their skill, they get to move out of this and move to the mid or high intensity. And Drake is moving out of the cleanup, out of the target to the cleanup crew. French Montana, he's moved out of the target. He's now in cleanup. In a minute, he's gonna get this medium intensity designation to handle business. Like, okay, we'll take this over Night Watch. Okay, so who's following all these white social worker hosts tonight? Okay, we'll take that over. Okay, cool. All right, so that's just one of the models that we put down, the Azuko system. Okay. So we have another system for like high intensity management, right? For dealing with like, okay, we're dealing with like raids, pulling out their network, pulling out their funding, right? So that would look like this. People that need to go. Then right here, the resources that we're keeping them here. Then right here, who's supporting them. So right here is the target. People pay millions of dollars to bring in strategists like this. So here is the target. Then here is the resource, housing, money, etc. Then it's who's funding, the hand behind that. And then you have this down. Now it's like the dismantling. So now that you have that three-tier system, it's the dismantling. So there's now right here. This is the plan right here, and then right here. So in between the target and their resource, there's a plan. In between the resource and whoever's facilitating it, putting it out, helping them hide agents, it's the dismantling. So this is firing, getting trafficked, getting your phone tapped. And then this at the end is the complete elimination. Okay. War strategy. Thank you so much. So now that's another plan. Like, okay, that's easy to go ahead and like organize all of that. Okay, great. So now that you've dismantled and identified their resource, that's the elimination. How you then, that's the next model, right? So this is connected to another model, and this is where public health is broken. Like some of these models need to be like interconnected to show that white women are not have not been doing shit in public health. So now with the elimination, right? This is the next model. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this. So now that you have their pot of resources. So this is the pot of resources. And then it's 8 of these. It needs to go into 8 buckets. One of them is funeral care. One of them is public health. Another one is rectification. Whoever's doing that, it's a white man that's coming down here doing that. So, rectification, public health, and then also resource furthering to further what you have, and then reallocate, and then recuperation, rest or recuperation. Like, okay, well, I'm the high maintenance, I'm high intensity. I'm going on vacation with my wife for a week. Okay, so I know that you're going to be able to handle it, and I don't have to answer any calls, answer any emails. Like I can completely rest because I know it's being handled. Okay, great. And that's these resources need to be divvied back up into that. So like some of these like white men and women, like they have like resorts and houses that they amassed and stole. Like, okay, great. Like, look, we can bring all federal agents here for free and shit like that. Their assets got seized. It's under new management. Donald has like a whole management team and stuff like that. He can pick from a few properties. I'll say this: Donald did a lot of work for America. So the same way Kamala Harris was identifying crops and identifying me for her business and her retirement is the same way Donald can be identifying shit for his portfolio because he's handling his business. Okay, so and then also too, it's the public health, of course, and the way that that public health looks like, it's like, oh, it's like emergencies. So public health is one, child welfare is one, and then back into training. So there's a pathway for furthering resource. That's where SBA comes in, the Black and Brown community. Like, okay, we have all these different assets. Like, we can sublease this. They have like office space here. We can reduce like the loan amount and say we can give you like this office space. It's like there's a lot that can go into that. Okay, good. I'm talking about whole entire blocks are getting seized. Great. Cool. So that's one of the models. All right. Okay. And then I have a model that I put out. I give it to USF. It's like for training and development, like how to get like rapid training and development out. And it's a model that was inspired by Palestine. Somebody put me in the car. I said, okay, I'm gonna let them know about this. And I gave it to a certain lady. Like, can you get this out? And I said, let me not do that. Let me just keep this. So if anyone's spreading that model out about like how to like get people from like CNA, medical assistant, LVN into nurse, even nurse practitioner, and then nurse practitioner into physician or PA. And then from that, from physician assistant into PA and like even higher, like running like large scale clinical trials or running like large scale like recovery like sprints and stuff like that. Like, oh, there's an epidemic and we're coming in. I gave that to them and it's inspired by what they did in Palestine. Like they gave them an organization system. So let's go ahead and like pull some of those out for public health, for tech, and like for other industries. And then I'm gonna pull out the rat management tool that I used to start all this with hoes getting arrested and their elected officials. Because I talked about it 2 years ago. Oh, so it's statistics. I mean, you're hella low vibrational anyway, so you just put the statistic on them and then they just walk into that reality. So if you're playing with statistics, that means that your pussy is broken. Like, girl, how are they quantifying you? You're supposed to be like unfathomable. Ooh, 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 she's laying eggs. She's no longer a serpent. They're laying eggs. Daisy, they're laying eggs. Daisy, there's eggs. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah. So that's what happens when you play too much, right? So now we're gonna move forward and we can bring out those systems. But I also think like another model that I want to bring out, it's the aster array model. So Daisy is an aster array. So my other name is aster array. So yeah, somebody was writing, don't write Daisy, write this. And she was like, who was that? You keep writing her name. It's Daisy. Who was aster array? It's her. Are you cheating on me? It's well, she figured out real quick. It's goofiness. Like people are very ignorant. Yeah. Like officinalis and shit like that. It's like a different name, but those are not the real names. Aster array, they'll just keep it. So the aster array management system for rat management. Right. So the aster system for rat management. So each petal is an aspect of like management and like honing in on something. And I have all these different drawings and things like that. I'm gonna pull them up for you guys because this people were watching my hand doing this and it was going through the DA's office and everything like that. That this was gonna happen. It's on paper with Fani because I submitted it to her, the Justice Initiative. That's gonna go on the website too. And then Fani Willis, the DA of Atlanta, like how many cases are backlogged and like the interstate like chaos that's getting started and it's like different states involved in Atlanta and it all checked out. So like I'm really like my prosecutorial statistics are really high and then my statistics for like closing cases is really high. So I'm very versatile. So this ask-for-ask system, so it's like the basically the flower is saying like I can go ahead and contain A, B, C, and D, and then it will help with A, B, C, and D, right? So the asteroid system we put out, okay, it's not biomimicry. It's like oh, like this is my akasha, like oh, something like pest management. You want to like clean up for pests. She's a pest. This is I'm gonna give you this. It's not like pest like in the ground. It's like a pest. Somebody being a pest, like in Nigeria. Like oh, you're such a pest. So it's like for pest management, like people who are mental pests and things like that. So if you're looking for actual pests, like for your farm, the Astracery has like a management system, and I'm gonna put you guys all in it. Like certain people can go, just put your name in the Akasha, you know who you are. So that's how this is all getting started with contracts getting moved and things like that. And then also too, I'm also trying to like solidify some things for workforce development, you guys. So there's like a opportunity that I might have, and I'm just trying to like stack that place with like here you can get free staff here, here and there. You can get better executive staff here, and come work with this lady. She does like really good like staffing. If you ever need to find like staffers like last minute or people that do this type of work. So I'm just trying to like help with like a mini economy that we're about to bring in. It's like $1.5 billion a healthcare economy that we can have locally. So you guys, that's a part of the asteroid system too. Like, how do we find money with budgets? I told you that there was a lot of people that were playing, and they were like, you know what? We don't need to hack the system. Nothing. We saw life as a highway. We all got sick. I'm gonna go work with Daisy. So he got to move money out of the budget because it was like they stopped telefuckery, they stopped teletheft, and he moved money out of a budget. And he was like, I don't even need this. I had hella fun doing that. And he's donating to like a horse sanctuary also too something came out with these you guys remember the horses and I told you that Matt Heaney and his sister they were playing with epidural and playing with the horse they something with tranquilizers for drugs they were looking for weight and the horses got like bad chemicals because they took their weight because sometimes like changing their horse shoes are like dangerous to change it's like connected to their body they need like some epidural like a little bit especially if you get close to the quick you guys know the animals, the babies, they have something called a quick. So you can't cut too close in their nail because it's going to get to the quick and then they'll bleed. So they changed all their weight for the horses. And now something just came out where a whole economy of people, they won't have jobs or housing because horse racing is done for. And you guys keep on seeing that on my channel. Like the animals are talking and they're getting policy passed. Right. So, okay, yeah. So this channel here is like a lot moving here. It's you're not being attacked, you're starting shit. Don't get involved in that because he's trying to like get people invalidated from going to go work with Stepan Haitian in the community. So public safety, I have an akasha for that. So you guys see that we're getting things done. And my story is one of the things that they used to get that approved, that contract. Because look what they did all across the state. And look at the victim of a crime that's involved. They're not protecting people. That's one of the biggest things, victim of a crime playing like that. It's in that Castle 37 file. And the feds have to look at this too. Okay, yeah, his best friend is a rapist and a murderer. And his other friend, John Jacobo, is a rapist. Okay, birds of a feather flock together. Wow. Yeah. So the victim of a crime, all of this, the endowment funding, the LA County the, playing, and look at Daisy's uh, inmate number, which is no more. And then also too, playing games with different staffers and they're not even getting support. I'm gonna fill this up with like all the city and county staffers that are like crying about this, and that's gonna get like hella things gone expedited. That will expedite your application. So let me go ahead and get that started. There's just certain people I don't want them to like get like harassment. But somebody saw one in there about HR and look at that, they're all playing. And look, somebody submitted something, look what happened in medicine. And none of them have credentials. And look at the hospital that blew up in a Black community and hella people passed away. Okay, so it's safe to say that it's done. So we're going to be getting expedited programs like, hey, there's like this like online program. You go up, you sign up, and we need you to have like a time limit though. Like you need to finish this in 8 weeks, and then you have to do your proctoring and things like that. So it's like people are like quickly like doing lab science stuff. There's a website that I want to give you guys to go look at certain trainings, so you can just look at like what is like missing that you need to like add on. Like, okay, let me look at this website where they're supposed to be giving trainings. Okay, this and that is missing. I can fill this in. They can use this. We'll give them this, and then they can go do that. Because we need people like on the ground now, especially social workers for people's kids. So I told you guys that you guys are going to be having like a network position. Like I'll have my job, and then like I'll probably have like another job on the side. Like, oh, hey, I'm like interim city staff, like helping to do this and that, or hey, they need staffers for this and that. A big thing that I'm trying to get pushed is to help people that need like help with like they can't really move, disability, things like that. We're trying to get something out. I can't really talk about it because the city did something really toxic with that for artifacts. Yeah, look at labor and delivery. They think that it's a joke. People's kids switch at birth. Women have been calling like, I want you there when I'm having my baby, my husband, because I want him focusing on this. Okay, thank you. He's scared. Yikes. And look at this Diddy, Dirk, and Daisy, and all the same registration number. They're playing a game here. People are not safe. And look at this with Dumbledore and Harry Potter and Daisy's social security number and mental health court. And look at EDD right here. You guys are not safe. So thank you for doing that because you allowed this to be created. Thank you for all of you guys that let them go run their hand and you just watch like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna approve you. Okay, you did the right thing. You weren't starting shit, exacerbating anything, having dual intentions. Instead, okay. So let's keep on going with different models, you guys. Those are like the three models that we need to like organize in. Okay, yeah. And then also there's gonna be a Doge is gonna be putting out applications. Let me see. 60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment. Be careful with putting some of this stuff on here, okay? Because it's remember you guys went to their country, so there needs to be proper wording, okay? And that's what we can come and help you with. Yes, you're right. And the situation with Daisy, the Great Octopus Wars that you're talking about, it's remember you have to be proper with your communications. Join Doge, okay? This is perfect. Yeah, I will definitely join Doge and upload my resume. And that I help do this and this and that, and I help do that. They're having people submit their GitHub. Cool. All right. Yeah, go register for the Doge committee. I have legislative experience. This is my background. I want to make America great again. I have a Donald Trump hat. Donald, he knows me. And I will say I've worked with Donald on a few policies as well as Mark Rubio. You guys all know me. Just want to make sure that I'm like involved in these conversations, and I know about defense tools and organization systems, and then I know about defense technology, and I want to donate this to the government so we can help. Elon, he's been regretting me doing this because that's what they're looking for, people with talent. I don't have a GitHub, but I have like my personal website, and then I can like submit my files outside of Apple. Okay, I'm gonna get a call back. Personal website, newchemistry.com, and they want you to put your Twitter account, but I have a LinkedIn. Okay, it's full time in DC. Okay, I can be, the network organizer and be in different places. Okay, well, you guys need proper people in your government, or else you're playing games, and I'm gonna start something stupid. Okay, so yeah, I could just say I'm on the Doge committee for California, and we can organize something here. There's a crow that's right here outside my window. So Days, I just want you know because you asked me to have that dude eliminated, we're gonna do that. There's a crow right here outside my window. Here, let me just take a picture of it on my phone. I don't want my image taken. That's not what I'm here for. Hi, priestess. She's focusing right on the camera here, just so you know. Thank you. Anyways, that's enough. Oh, she's gonna get. Yeah, they're giving her a goosey soup in space. She's gonna get that. She actually wants this aqua soup that I've made. It was very tasty. Let me go do that today. It's a celebration. Yeah, that's okay. That's actually not okay. Because it's shattered, and then yeah, there isn't. It's because it's shattered. Here we go. The crow. Yeah, here you go. Okay, cool. There's like six more of them coming. Okay, cool. Thank you, High Priestess. If she wants me to do this today. Okay. So all right, you guys. So we're here with that. Please, you guys, I know sometimes these videos get long, but let people know like watch from here, watch from here. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And then also too, I mean, there's like put yourself in like the Akasha for like Genghis Khan, not really like Genghis Khan, like Borte, Genghis Khan's wife, Genghis Khan and his wife Borte, like the original RMD's local warriors, the original Aztec Mayans, they have like different warfare strategies. So where do you think that these come from? A lot of like war strategies that people want in the government and things like that, like, oh, they come from indigenous people that had to deal with you. So you can put yourself in those akashas, like, okay, and this is for like the non-white folks and people working, you get access to all that. Like, whoa, even code. Okay, look, and then we can have like better like sonar that's not hurting the animals down there. And like, look, we can actually like find other things. This is like a business too for the government. Okay, pretty dope. Yeah, still the ratchets, the whites. They want to see if I know the difference. Who's playing? Because my handy went into my apartment in Atlanta and he tried to steal like high priced, valuable vinyls. And then he was a part of a group of illicit African Americans that were trying to get land in Africa by stealing my divination board from the Biafra War and then going in front of the UN like, oh, we're the real people and this and that to try to get money. There's a seagull here. She just wants her photo taken. She heard. She feels like she's looking good today. She took a bath. And she washed her ass after stealing people's food and causing war. Girl, bye. Yeah, woo, they had their hand in something vicious. It's called turkey wings. So then I need to contact Mr. Yeah, he's a deputy sheriff. Oh, they tried tapping his phone too. Like, who was this guy in Daisy's phone? Like, what the fuck? Saying deputy something. They tapped his phone too and made it straight to the feds. Thank you for letting me know. Cyborg yet. There's like at least four more like 737s getting filled today. So California is making it 11 flights a day just to like make their quota. Also, too, you have to make sure that you're setting your quota and looking in and divinating in. We can get like 500 now if I do this and this and that, and it would lead later to like 3,000 of them like leaving. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. So okay, all right, you guys. So we have a plan here. Let's get started. Elon Musk, yeah, he has to get good talent. So I want to play with the Doge committee. My GitHub, I don't have my GitHub here. I want to put my LinkedIn. Like that's like a great representation of like my skill set, like my network and people that I know. Vanessa White, I'm gonna contact her today. Barbara Lee, yeah, she's gonna find out that she's going back to Congress. Not yet, not yet. She's gonna find out in a minute. Latifa, she's finding out that she has to get out of Congress. Congress. Oh, okay. Proud to have backed this project to expand maternity access. Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you. She's like along the lines of our channel. Yeah, to go to school for public health, nah. I'm glad I didn't like fully pursue that because I feel like I already did that and like I have like a lot. Public health, when you get high in public health, it's like how to create models and evaluation tools and rubrics. I already have like 100 of them. Hmm. Yeah, I did. Epidemiology did. The teacher for that class is sitting here watching, trying to put me in clinical trials. That's how it started. Um, um, Program and policy I did. Okay, okay, okay. Hi, I would love to know about this. Yeah. Um, um, oh, who posted this? I don't want to put her name out here, but some of you guys know her. Yeah, because she knows about your Clunkla and Borgie and shit like that. And they play with her with some wicked ass magic, playing games and starting some shit. Okay. Yeah, I would love to support. Yeah, she did. It made it all the way to Joe Biden and then like about fucking sucking your family, which she saw on my channel. That's why Takeoff said thank you. Yep, thank you, Daisy. That's enough. That's wow, out of control. It's just one phone call, and it was over. She's one of these one phone call, it was over. That was over. It's like 100 more of those on my phone in my page. That's done. Rikers, Attica, prison riots, one phone call, it was over. Matt Haney playing games and having to get security clearance, it was one phone call because you're doing too much. Okay, you guys. So thank you so much. Enjoy that. Enjoy